Hi everyone, welcome to another video on parabola. In this video, we are going to see how to derive the equation of a shifted standard parabola. In a previous video, we have seen how to derive the equation of a parabola whose vertex is at the origin and focus is either on the x-axis or on the y-axis. And in this video, we are going to see how to derive the equation of a similar parabola when the vertex is not at the origin, the vertex is shifted somewhere else and axis is still parallel to the x-axis or parallel to the y-axis. First, let me draw a diagram. Let's suppose we have a parabola which looks like a standard parabola, however the vertex is not at the origin, it has been shifted to somewhere in the first quadrant, for example. Please make a note that the axis is still parallel to the x-axis. So if a standard parabola is shifted like this, then what would be the equation of this parabola? That's exactly what we are going to derive in this video. Let's suppose this parabola has been shifted in such a way that the vertex is now at h, k. And also the axis of this parabola is parallel to the x-axis. And obviously the directrix would be parallel to the y-axis. It will be perpendicular to the axis which is parallel to x-axis. That means the directrix will be parallel to the y-axis. In this example, all we have done is we have simply shifted a standard parabola from the origin all the way to h, k. I mean the vertex has been shifted from the origin to h, k, right? We have not changed any other attributes. That means the distance between the vertex and the directrix still can be considered a unit as we normally do for standard parabola. Now let's think about what would be the coordinates of the focus. Let's suppose the focus is right here, the point S. Now if you think about it, if the coordinates of the point A are h, k, then the coordinates of the focus would be something, k, because it lies on the same line which is parallel to the x-axis. That means the y coordinate of the focus will be same as the y coordinate of the vertex. However, the x coordinate will be a unit further to the right. That means the x coordinate of the focus should be h plus a and the y coordinate should be k. Take your time and think about it. Next, let's try to find out what would be the equation of the directrix. Now, if you look at the directrix, its position is exactly a unit to the left of the vertex. That means its x coordinate would be a unit less than the x coordinate of the vertex. And since this line is parallel to the y-axis, its equation would be x equals h minus a. For any line which is parallel to the y-axis, their equation is denoted like x equals the x coordinate of a point on that line. So in this case, we can say that the equation of the directrix can be written as x equals h minus a. And if we bring everything to the left hand side, the equation can be written like this, x plus a minus h equals 0. So we have been able to find out the equation of the directrix also. And then finding the equation of the parabola is pretty easy. We now have the coordinates of the focus, we have the equation of the directrix. So let's try to use the general equation of a parabola. We know the general equation of a parabola looks like this, where alpha and beta are the coordinates of the focus and x and y are the coordinates of a moving point on this parabola. In this case, alpha will be equal to h plus a and beta will be equal to k. Those are the coordinates of the focus. And if we compare the equation of the directrix with Lx plus my plus n equals 0, then we can say L will be equal to 1, m will be equal to 0 because there is no y term in the equation of the directrix, and the constant term will be a minus h, which is n. So n is equal to a minus h. So now let's plug in the values in this general equation. If we plug in the values of alpha, beta, L, m and n, the general equation is going to look like this. And then let's simplify the right hand side a little bit. The right hand side can be written like this. The denominator becomes 1. And then I'm going to keep the y minus k whole squared on the left hand side and bring the x minus h minus a whole squared to the right hand side. So our equation could look like this. And then let's factor the right hand side using a squared minus b squared form. So we can write it like this. It is actually a plus b times a minus b. And then let's simplify this a little bit. A couple of terms would cancel out each other within each parenthesis. And finally, what do we get? Well, we get something like this. And then from here, let's take out the common factors. So it can be written like this. And again, if we multiply 2 with the 2a, that becomes 4 times a times x minus h on the right hand side. So finally, we can write our equation like this. Y minus k whole squared is equal to 4a times x minus h. And that is the equation of this shifted parabola. In this case, the axis of the parabola is still parallel to the x-axis. The parabola opens to the right hand side. So this is a right-handed standard parabola. It's just that it has been shifted to another location. The axis still parallel to the x-axis and the parabola still opens to the right. Just the vertex has been shifted. I mean the entire parabola has been shifted, of course. So if this is the equation of the shifted parabola, what would be the parametric equation of this shifted parabola? We have to use such a parametric value for x so that the right hand side becomes a whole square, and for x minus h, if we use at squared, then the right hand side will become a whole square. That means for x we have to use at squared plus h, and then on the left hand side in place of y minus k we have to use 280, and from there we can say y is equal to k plus 280 or 280 plus k, and that is the parametric equation of this shifted parabola. So let me make a note again. If we have a right-handed parabola and if it is a standard parabola having vertex at the origin, then we know its equation would be y squared equals 4ax. And then if the parabola is shifted so that its vertex is at h comma k, then the equation of that parabola would be y minus k whole squared is equal to 4a times x minus h. And the parametric equation would be x equals 80 squared plus h and y equals 280 plus k. And let's make a similar note for the left-handed parabola. For left-handed parabola, we know the standard equation is y squared equals negative 4ax. And for that parabola, if the vertex is shifted to h comma k, keeping the axis parallel to the x-axis, then the equation of that parabola could be written as y minus k whole squared equals negative 4a times x minus h. And in this case, for the parametric equation, we have to be careful about the value of x in terms of a parameter. We have to use x equals negative 80 squared plus h. Then only the right hand side will become a positive whole square. And then of course the value of y would be 280 plus k. Let me make a similar note for the upward parabola. We know the equation of a standard upward parabola is like this: x squared equals 4ay. And if the vertex is shifted to h comma k, then its equation becomes x minus h whole squared equals 4a times y minus k. And in this case, what would be the parametric equation? Well, the value of y should be used as 80 squared plus k. That way the right hand side becomes a positive whole square and the value of x will be 280 plus h. And similarly, let me make a note for the downward standard parabola. And that's going to look like this. We know the standard equation is x squared equals minus 4ay, and then if the vertex is shifted to h comma k, then its equation will become x minus h whole squared equals negative 4a times y minus k, and the value of y should be selected in such a way that the right hand side will become a positive whole square. So y's value should be used as negative 80 squared plus k, and then the value of x would be 280 plus h. That would be the parametric equation for this parabola. Next, I am going to take an example. Let's suppose we have an example like this. It says find the equation of the parabola whose vertex is a, which is located at 4, 3, and focus is s, which is at 6, 3. So if you carefully look at the vertex and the focus, you will realize that they are actually on a line which is parallel to the x-axis, because both of them have the same y coordinate. And also the x coordinate of the focus is greater than the x coordinate of the vertex. That means the focus is actually to the right of the vertex. That means the parabola opens to the right. So this is a right-handed parabola, and we can say this is a shifted right-handed parabola because the axis of this parabola seems like parallel to the x-axis. So let's quickly solve it. If we calculate the slope of the axis, it turns out to be 0. That means the axis of this parabola is parallel to the x-axis. And that means it is a shifted parabola whose axis is parallel to the x-axis. Just the vertex has been shifted to 4, 3, and I have made a few notes here. Next, let's try to use the standard equation for the shifted parabola. We just derived this equation. Y minus k whole squared is equal to 4a times x minus h. I hope it is clear why I am using this particular form, because this is a right-handed parabola. It has been shifted. Its axis is parallel to the x-axis. So we can use this particular form of the equation. And in this case, we know the coordinates of the vertex. So we know the values of h and k. However, we don't know the value of a, which is the distance between the vertex and the focus. It is also the distance between the vertex and the directrix, but in this case we really don't need to worry about the directrix because we have been provided with the coordinates of the focus and the vertex. We can easily calculate the distance between the focus and the vertex, and that will be the value of a. So let's quickly calculate that, and a's value turns out to be 2 unit. Since the vertex and the focus lie on the same line which is parallel to the x-axis, I simply use their x-coordinates to calculate the distance between those 2 points. And because we are calculating 1/4 of the length of lattice rectum, we have to take the positive value for a. So here it is 2. And then let's plug in the values of h, k and a in the equation. Our equation would look like this. And then let's expand the whole square. So our equation would look like this. And then let's bring everything to the left hand side. Then our equation would look like this, and that is the equation of this shifted parabola. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope all the steps made sense. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.